Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. First of all, I would like to thank Almighty Allah because nothing is possible without His help. It's a pleasure to welcome you here. This is Muhammad Irfan, student of MPhil second semester, Department of Microbiology, Kuwait University of Science and Technology, Kuwait. I am going to talk about molecular study of the prevalence of Helicobacter pylori infection and its resistance to antibiotics in Constantine, Algeria. This is the research article from where I prepared my presentation topic. These are contents, introduction, objectives, materials and methods, results, discussion, summary, and references. Let's move to introduction. If we have a look on the background of H. pylori, in 1982, Warren and Marshall from Australia first cultured and identified the organism as Campylobacter pylori. It is gram-negative spiral-shaped bacterium. Important human pathogen that colonize the gastric mucosa. Gastric mucosa is the inner surface of the stomach that is lined by a mucous membrane. An estimated 50% of the world population is colonized, means half of the world population is affected by H. pylori. It causes gastroduodenal diseases. Gastroduodenal diseases are gastritis. Gastritis is general term for a group of conditions with one thing in common, and that is inflammation of the lining of the stomach. Peptic ulcer is a sore on the lining of the stomach, small intestine, or esophagus. Adenocarcinoma. Most cancers of the stomach, about 90 to 95%, are adenocarcinomas. These cancers develop from the gland cells in the innermost lining of the stomach. If you are told you have stomach cancer or gastric cancer, it will almost always be an adenocarcinoma. And gastric mal lymphoma. It is mucosa-associated lymphoid tissue that is strongly associated with H. pylori infection. Triple therapy is used as first-line therapy for eradication of H. pylori worldwide. The triple therapy includes a proton pump inhibitor, amoxicillin, and clarithromycin. PPI or proton pump inhibitor is a group of medicines that work on the cells that line the stomach, reducing the production of acid. It includes esomeprazole, lansoprazole, omeprazole, etc. However, this triple therapy treatment may fail due to several reasons, and the most important one is the resistance of H. pylori to clarithromycin is due to point mutation. After the resistance to clarithromycin, alternative antibacterial drug fluoroquinolone is used. It exerts their antibacterial effect by inhibiting a subunit of the DNA gyrase. DNA gyrase is an essential bacterial enzyme that catalyzes the ATP-dependent negative supercoiling of double-stranded closed circular DNA. Because of mutation, H. pylori also show resistance to this antibiotic. The objectives of this study were to evaluate the prevalence of H. pylori infection and to detect the mutations associated with resistance to clarithromycin and fluoroquinolones by using molecular method for the first time in Constantine, eastern Algeria. Now, I would like to describe material and methods. And first, we will talk about collection of gastric biopsy samples. Gastric, gastric biopsy sample is a removal of stomach tissue for examination, and that were obtained from antrum of adult patients. Antrum is the lower portion of stomach near small intestine, and then submitted to upper gastrointestinal endoscopy at the University Hospital of Kurdistan in eastern Algeria. How it performed? The tissue sample is removed during a procedure called the upper endoscopy. It is done with a flexible tube with a small camera at the end. The scope is inserted down the throat into the stomach. One piece of each sample was stored at -80 degrees centigrade and sent to the National Reference Center for Campylobacter and Helicobacter in Bordeaux, France for molecular study. So now we come to the next point, which is DNA extraction. In DNA extraction, gastric biopsy sample was digested in 180 microliter of lysis buffer and 20 microliter of proteinase K and incubated at 56 degrees centigrade for 5 hours. Lysis buffer break the membrane by changing the pH, while proteinase K is used during DNA extraction to digest many contaminating proteins present. It also degrades nucleases that may be present in DNA extraction and protects the nucleic acids from nuclease attack. Then in real-time PCR, detection of H. pylori infection and determination of point mutation associated with clarithromycin resistance in the 23S rRNA gene were performed. This real-time PCR method is based on the amplification of a fragment of the 23S rRNA gene of H. pylori followed by simultaneous detection of the product by probe hybridization using fluorescence resonance energy transfer technology. This fluorescence resonance energy transfer technology is a physical phenomenon first described over 50 years ago that is being used more and more in biomedical research and drug discovery today. It relies on the distance-dependent transfer of energy from a donor molecule to an acceptor molecule. The quinolone resistant determining region of the H. pylori GAIR-A gene was detected by standard PCR. GAIR-A gene, it is a subunit of DNA GAIRase. The PCR product sequenced on both strands using the same primers. I will further describe these points in upcoming slides. After performing all these methods, the result showed 135 Algerian patients aged between 16 to 84 years were included. There were 69 females with a percentage of 51.1 and 66 males with a percentage of 48.8. 19 patients were hospitalized and 116 were outpatients. Endoscopic examination detected. Endoscopy is a procedure that allows a doctor or an expert to view the inside of a person's body. Thirty-three patients with normal mucosa, 90 with chronic gastritis only, 4 with a gastric ulcer, 3 with gastric adenocarcinoma, and 5 with duodenitis. Then detection of Helicobacter pylori infection and determination of clarithromycin resistance. H. pylori DNA was detected in 86 gastric biopsies from 135 patients. Its percentage was 63.7, 44 from males and 42 from females. In table 1, according to results of a 23S rRNA mutation as a point mutation conferring resistance to clarithromycin in Helicobacter pylori. These point mutations are wild type in 77 number of strains and its percentage was 89.5, and other one detected in 16 number of strains with a percentage of 18.6. Now another result, and that is detection of point mutations associated with quinolone resistance. PCR amplification and sequence analysis of the quinolone resistance determining region of GAIR-A from 84 DNA samples revealed that the resistance rate of H. pylori to quinolones was 6%. Quinolone resistant determining region comprised of conserved area within GAIR-A and GAIR-B gene. Quinolone resistance of H. pylori is caused by a point mutation of the DNA GAIR-A subunit A, which is called GAIR-A protein. In the table number 2, point mutation in the quinolone resistant determining region of GAIR-A in Helicobacter pylori. The amino acid ASN means asparagine changed to lysine on N87K GAIR-A mutation and position. ASP means aspartate or aspartic acid changed to glycine on D91G GAIR-A mutation and position. At N871 GAIR-A mutation and position, asparagine changed into isoleucine. Double mutation detected on N87K and D91Y, and in that asparagine was changed into lysine and aspartate changed to tyrosine. Now, one point I would like to clear about mutation, that how do mutations lead to antibiotic resistance? Its answer is antibiotic resistance occurs due to changes or mutations in the DNA of the bacteria or the acquisition of antibiotic resistance genes from other bacterial species through horizontal gene transfer. These changes enable the bacteria to survive the effects of antibiotics designed to kill them. The existence of resistant strains of bacteria means that antibiotics or drugs designed to kill them no longer work, allowing them to spread rapidly and posing a risk to public health. When this happens, it is necessary for scientists to develop new antibiotics that the bacteria do not have resistance to. Now let's turn to the discussion of the presentation. In Algeria, the clarithromycin-based empirical triple therapy is widely used as a first-line treatment of H. pylori infection. The present study is the first to report a primary resistant rate to clarithromycin reaching 18.6% in Constantine, eastern Algeria. This rate of resistance to clarithromycin was related especially to the genotype A21424-3G. Although fluoroquinolones are not used in the treatment to eradicate H. pylori infection in Algeria. However, a 6% rate of resistance was reported against this antibiotic. Now, I would like to end with a summary of the main points. The main interest of this study is to provide important data on the status of H. pylori prevalence and local antibiotic resistance rates in Constantine Eastern Algeria. This study reported an increasing rate of primary resistance to clarithromycin with a percentage of 18.6, which leads to recommendation of standard therapy clarithromycin-based triple therapy as a first-line treatment. Well, I have covered the main points that I needed to present today. These are the references. I would like to thank you for taking time out to listen my presentation. Allah Hafiz.